Unmute is also available on Aftersight, along with other original podcasts such as Blindsight, the mental health podcast, Blind Level Tech, and Navigating Life with Vision Loss. Check us out at www.aftersight.org.
Hello, everyone. I've titled this Tips on Tips. A long time ago, Apple introduced an app called Tips. I remember when it first came out, it was really pretty basic, and I thought, yeah, I know all this stuff. I don't need this app. Well, recently, I was listening to one of my favorite shows on the Twit network, iOS Today, with Micah Sargent and Rosemary Orchard. And they were talking about the Tips app and how much it has changed and really how valuable it is. And I remember Micah saying, oh yeah, it used to really not be so much, and I know how to use my iPhone. But there's a lot of great information in this app. And there's also information that you can share with others if they need to know how to do something on their phone. One reason this was of interest to me is because the example they gave during the show was removing screenshots from your photo library. And I thought, oh boy, I'd love to do that. Every once and again, more often than I would like, I try to adjust the volume on my iPhone 15 Pro, and I intend to just press the volume up button. But what happens is I also press the side button and I end up taking an unwanted screenshot. So I had no idea how to remove those other than to go through them manually, which is a pain. So anyway, this is a twofer today, two for tips on tips, whatever you'd like to call it. And first, I'd like to show you the Tips app. Now, remember, this is not really specific to the usage of VoiceOver, though I bet there is a lot to be found in here about VoiceOver. So when Apple gives directions on how to do something, it's from a sighted person's perspective. But don't let that deter you, because you can gather the information you need and go and perform that action, as I will demonstrate. So I'm here in the Tips app, and there are different sections like getting started with your iPhone and practicing gestures and all that. And remember, that's for fully sighted individuals. But the really great thing is that at the top of the screen, there's a search box. So I typed in the word screenshot.
Screenshot, search field.
And then I am going to go over and see what options are available for me to learn about what to do with and how to use screenshots.
Cancel, but tips, heading. Take a screenshot, press and quickly release the side button and the volume up button. Tap the thumbnail to mark up the screenshot or share it, or view it later in photos. Navigate your iPhone button.
So Navigate Your iPhone is the section of the Tips app where you can find this helpful tidbit. And that's how I do it. I accidentally hold the volume button down while I'm accidentally pressing the side button. So here's the next thing in the list when I typed in screenshot.
Hide or show screenshots. You can hide screenshots from your library to reduce clutter. Swipe down, then tap the sort and filter button. Tap View Options, then tap Screenshots. Photos and Camera button.
So it's under the Photos and Camera section. And what I gathered is that I need to tap the filter, tap the View Options, and then select or deselect screenshots from the list. So that is how I would go and do that. So now I'm actually going to show you how I did that and what it sounds like to get there. So I'm going to go to my photo library.
Photos, 591 items.
So you can see I've got quite a lot of pictures, and this is what I hear when I open the photo library.
Search button.
And there's a search button.
Select button. Profile button. Library button.
This is the button you need. Otherwise, you won't be able to find this filter and view options button. So I just swiped right a few times from the top, and I got the
library button.
Library button.
Outdoor photo date.
So now it is showing my photo library, but at the very bottom left corner,
sort and filter button.
That's the button we need. Double tapping.
Sort by recently added button.
And here are some options.
Selected. Sort by date captured button. Filter button. Collapsed.
So that is collapsed in case you wanted to filter it with any more options, but the next button is what we need.
View options. Screenshots hidden button. Collapsed.
There we go. So you hear that I have screenshots hidden. Now, it used to be in a list, and I did double tap it to select it, but I will expand this list so you can see what's here. So we'll double tap screenshots.
View options, screenshots hidden, button, expanded.
Okay, so it shows you that they're still hidden, but now we get to see what else we can do with the view options as I swipe right.
Zoom in, button. Zoom out, button. Aspect ratio grid, button. Show. Screenshots, button. Selected, shared with you, button.
Okay, so those aspect ratios and different things, that's not of interest too much for us mostly, but this is what we have here.
Screenshots, but selected, shared with you, button.
So I do have shared with me pictures that people have shared.
Dismiss context menu, button.
And that's about it. So the screenshots are what I needed to hide, and that did slightly declutter, though you notice I still have a lot of photos in my library. And so the valuable information I got from the Tips app was great. Now, another thing about the Tips app, returning to that, is that when you find a tip, like say this example of hiding your screenshots, you can share that through the share sheet at the bottom of the screen. So if you have somebody, blind or sighted, friend, family member, whoever, that wants to know how to do something with their iPhone, and they're not really able yet to access this Tips app, or they don't feel comfortable navigating, you could also, just find that item and share it with them. And then they would be given a link that would take them right to the information. There are also user guides and other things that are available to you through this Tips app. I hope you found this Tips app to be helpful, and I know I will be exploring it more in the near future.
So one of the things when I'm using Zendesk is if I'm down arrowing,
select ticket number 290N.
It tells me in for new ticket,
number 290,
gives me the ticket number,
link missed call from caller plus 1-800-8,
and gives me the missed call from caller plus 181, and continues reading the phone number. So what I'm going to show you today is how to customize what you hear. Because if I Control-Alt-Up arrow,
link missed call from caller plus 1-900,
and I do it again,
link missed call from caller plus 1-800-57.
As you can hear, this is quite a bit of information to have to hear every time you're navigating through a table. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the JAWS dictionary to customize this experience and simplify what we have to hear. I'm going to go up several cells with Control-Alt-Up arrow.
Link missed call, status, new span, link missed call from caller plus 1.
And I'm going to go to the beginning of the line with home and use shift and tap right arrow until I get to where I want to stop, which is after the plus 1.
I-S-S-E-D space C-A-L-L space F-R-O-M space C-A-L-L-E-R space plus 1 space.
And I'm going to use JAWS key D.
New dictionary dialog, file name, edit, usedge.jdf.
And JAWS is going to say msedge.jdf because I've never set something up in here. So I'm going to tap enter to save this file.
Usedge.jdf JAWS dictionary manager, add ... button.
And the first thing we're put on is the add button. I'm going to press enter to add a new entry.
Add dictionary definition dialog, actual word, edit, missed call from caller plus 1.
And as you can hear, that says missed call from caller plus 1. And that's the text that I had selected. If I tab,
replacement word, edit.
Now, this is interesting. You can write something that you'd like here, for example, caller, and then anytime it says missed call from caller plus 1, it'll actually just say
caller.
But I'd rather explore some other options we have.
Sound, read only, edit, none. Select sound ... button.
You can press space on select sound.
Add dictionary definition dialog, open sound dialog, select a sound and press enter to open its file. List view, ascend, 1 of 209.
And then you have 209 sounds to pick from. I found click 4. If you tab once, you can import a sound, or tab twice to OK.
Import, OK button.
Press spacebar.
Usedge.jdf JAWS dictionary manager, add dictionary definition dialog, select sound ... button.
Now, if you want, you can press tab.
Play sound button.
And play the sound, which sounds fine to me, and I'll press enter.
Language, combo box, all language, play, select sound, read only, edit, click 4.wav.
I'll shift tab to the sounds read only edit, click 4.wave, and press enter.
Usedge.jdf JAWS dictionary manager, add ... button.
We'll press Control S to save this, and then we'll close the JAWS dictionary manager with Alt F4.
View all unsolved.
So now we are back on the page. I'm going to go to the top of the page.
Add button menu.
hit X for checkbox.
Virtual P. Select ticket number 2915.
And then I'm going to use Control-Alt-Right arrow to get to the list of the links.
Blank, column 2, blank, N, column 4, ID, number, subject, link caller 900.
See?
Link caller 808, link caller 913, link caller 913.
As you can see, it says link caller because we had caller in there. Let's go back into the JAWS Dictionary Manager.
Caller plus 1 913. Message.jdf JAWS Dictionary. Dictionary entries tree view. Missed call from caller plus 1. Change ... button.
Press tab to change.
Change dictionary definition dialog. Actual word edit. Missed call from caller.
And we're going to tab.
Replacement word edit. Caller.
And we're going to take that out.
Caller. Blank.
And then we'll tab.
Sound. Read only edit.
Press enter.
Message.jdf JAWS.
We'll save this. Close it.
View all unsolved tickets N-AT.
Go back to the second checkbox.
Select all. Select ticket number 2.
Press Control-Alt-Right arrow.
Blank, column, N, column 4.
And now you'll observe the difference.
ID number 29 subject link 808 link 808 link 913 link 857 link 620 link 502 link 914 link 914.
As you can see, it gives you an opportunity to scroll through the table a lot faster and get the information you still need. Explore the JAWS Dictionary Manager and empower yourself to be more productive.
Hey all, Marty here, and today I want to talk to you about the action button, which is on the iPhone 15 and 16. First, let me explain to you where this button is. So it's going to be on the top left side corner above the volume rockers. So if you look or feel from the left side, you slide up and you'll feel the up and down volume buttons. And then right above that, there is another button. That button is the action button. And the way you customize this button is you go into settings and then you go into action button. And then you're going to find all kinds of cool functions in there. You'll be able to assign apps like the magnifier, the flashlight, and a bunch of other things, as well as actions. And there's going to be a whole bunch of actions in there. And you can go through and figure out which action or thing you would like your action button to do, or you can choose to assign it to an app. So the way you do this is you kind of just scroll through, and let's say you select the magnifier. Then you do select, and then it will be assigned to that button. And then every time you go and you hit that button, the magnifier will come on. Or maybe you want to assign the flashlight. So then you could assign the flashlight to that button. You hit that button, the flashlight will come on. So there's all kinds of cool things you can explore in there. It's a really awesome way to add some custom functionality to something you use all the time. And check it out, enjoy, and I would love to hear how you use your action button. So you can email us at feedback@unmute.show and let us know if you have the action button. And also let us know how you're using it. I'd love to know. Anyway, good luck and enjoy.